Hello everyone, you are welcome to how to solve this very nice radical equation x squared plus 10 minus x cubed divided by root 7 minus x squared equal to 7. Our job is to find all possible values of x such that x is a real number. So let's start. For real solutions, this expression 7 minus x squared, 7 minus x squared must be greater than 0. This implies that x squared must be less than 7, and this implies that absolute value of x must be less than root 7, and root 7 is approximately equal to 2.65. So this is the domain of this equation we use to check the solutions of this equation. Now if you move this x squared to the right hand side, then this will become 10 minus x cubed divided by root 7 minus x squared is equal to 7 minus x squared. Now we suppose that let y is equal to this expression root 7 minus x squared. If we square both sides, this implies that y squared is equal to 7 minus x squared. If we move this negative x squared to the left hand side, then we get the equation x squared plus y squared is equal to 7. And if we substitute y and y squared in this equation, then this equation will become 10 minus x cubed divided by y equal to y squared. Multiply both sides by y, we get 10 minus x cubed equal to y, and if we move this negative x cubed to the right hand side, we get another equation x cubed plus y cubed equal to 10. Now we can rewrite this expression x squared plus y squared as x plus y whole squared minus 2xy equal to 7. And from this equation we can factorize this x cubed plus y cubed as x plus y times x squared plus y squared minus xy equal to 10. We suppose that let x plus y is equal to u and x times y equal to v. So this equation will become u squared minus 2 times v equal to 7, and this equation will become u times value of x squared plus y squared is 7, so here we write 7 minus xy is v, 7 minus v equal to 10. Now from this equation, if we make v the subject of this equation, then v will be equal to u squared minus 7 divided by 2. So in this equation we replace this v with this value, so this will become u times 7 minus u squared minus 7 divided by 2 equal to 10. Next, u times, we can write the denominator of this 7 1, and we take LCM of 1 and 2, that is 2. So 2 divided by 1 is 2, 2 times 7 14, and 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So negative 1 times u squared, negative u squared. And negative 1 times the negative 7 will become plus 7 is equal to 10. Further simplify, this will become u times 14 plus 7 will become 21 minus u squared divided by 2 is equal to 10. And from here we multiply both sides by 2. Left hand side we multiply by 2. So this 2 will be cancelled out with this 2, and we multiply this u by 21. We get 21 times u, and u times negative u squared, negative u cubed, equal to 10 times 2, 20. Move these two terms to the right hand side. This will become u cubed minus 21 times u plus 20 is equal to 0. Now it is obvious that u is equal to 1 is a solution of this cubic equation, which means that u minus 1 is a factor of this cubic equation. So we can rewrite this equation as u cubed. We subtract u squared and we add u squared. We rewrite this negative 21u as negative u minus 20u plus this 20 equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out u squared. In bracket left u minus 1, and from these two terms we can factor out plus u. In bracket left u minus 1. From these two terms we can factor out negative 20, and in bracket left u minus 1 equal to 0. Now this u minus 1 is a common factor, so we factor out this u minus 1, and in bracket left u squared plus u minus 20 equal to 0. From here either this expression u minus 1 equal to 0, or this expression u squared plus u minus 20 equal to 0. From here we get the value of u equal to 1, and from this quadratic equation we can rewrite this equation as u squared plus 5 times u minus 4 times u minus 20 equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out u. In bracket left u plus 5. From these two terms we can factor out negative 4. In bracket left u plus 5 equal to 0, and this u plus 5 is a common factor, so we factor out this u plus 5, and in bracket left u minus 4 equal to 0. From here either this expression u plus 5 equal to 0, or this expression u minus 4 equal to 0. From this equation we get the value of u equal to negative 5, and from this equation we get the value of u equal to positive 4. And first we found this value of u is equal to 1. Now to find the values of v, recall the equation. We recall this equation. V is equal to u squared minus 7 over 2. We recall this equation. V is equal to u squared minus 7 over 2. So when u is 1, then v will be equal to 1 squared minus 7 over 2, and this will be equal to negative 3. When u is negative 5, then v will be equal to negative 5 squared minus 7 divided by 2, and v will be equal to 25 minus 7 is 18, and 18 divided by 2, 9. When u is 4, then v will be equal to 4 squared minus 7 divided by 2, and 16 minus 7 is 9. 9 over 2, v will be equal to 9 over 2. So these are the values of u1, negative 5 and 4, and these are values of v, negative 3, 9 and 9 over 2. Now recall that we have supposed that x plus y equal to u and x times y equal to v. We have supposed that x plus y equal to u and x times y equal to v. So from this case we get a system x plus y equal to 1 and x times y equal to negative 3. From this case we get another system x plus y equal to negative 5 and x times y equal to 9. From this case we get another system x plus y equal to 4 and x times y equal to 9 over 2. Now to find the values of x we solve these three systems. From this system, if we move this x to the right hand side, then this will become y is equal to negative 5 minus x. We replace this y with this negative 5 minus x, this will become x times negative 5 minus x equal to 9. Further simplify, this will become negative 5 times x minus x squared equal to 9. Move these two terms to the right hand side, this will become x squared plus 5 times x plus 9 equal to 0. We see the discriminant of this equation, that is also called delta, that is equal to b squared minus 4ac. Since b is 5, so this will become 5 squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c is 9. So this will become 25 minus 36, which is less than 0. So no real solutions can be found from this case. From this system, if we move this x to the right hand side, this will become y is equal to 4 minus x. Replace this y with this 4 minus x, this second equation will become x times 4 minus x equal to 9 over 2. Distribute this x times 4, 4x, x times negative x squared equal to 9 over 2. Move these two terms to the right hand side, this will become x squared minus 4 times x plus 9 over 2 equal to 0. Discriminant will be equal to negative 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 9 over 2. So this will become 16 minus 18, which is also less than 0. Means that no real solutions can be found from this case. Now from this system, move this x to the right hand side, this will become y equal to 1 minus x. Replace this y with 1 minus x, this will become x times 1 minus x equal to negative 3. Distribute x times negative x squared equal to negative 3. Move these two terms to the right hand side. This will become x squared minus x minus 3 equal to 0. From this quadratic equation, x will be equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 13 divided by 2. It means that we get two values of x. X is equal to 1 plus root 13 over 2. Second is x is equal to 1 minus root 13 over 2. Now we check the validity of these two solutions by using the domain. The domain is absolute value of x must be less than root 7 or 2.65. The domain is absolute value of x must be less than root 7, that is approximately equal to 2.65. This first value of x is approximately equal to 2.80, which is greater than this expression, so this will be rejected. And this second value of x is approximately equal to negative 1.30. So the absolute value 1.30 is less than this expression, so this is a valid solution. This is the final answer of this problem.